Hello and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender show. If you don't know me by now, I'm Mal Lee, your host for this evening. Hope everyone is keeping fine out there and you've enjoyed your weekend. It's been absolutely glorious. Yeah, Indian summer by the looks of things. Don't know what happened to the mic there, look, turned away from me. Anyway, hope you've had a great weekend up to now and the football has been absolutely fantastic. I hope, really, well, I was out yesterday at the North Liverpool JFL and it was a lovely, glorious day game, and we noticed that people just enjoying themselves, enjoying the sun, saving put the brollies up, which we've had umpteen times, July, August. It didn't have to this time. It was great. Everyone was talking away, everyone seemed to be happy that grassroots football was back, but has it really been away? I don't think it has. You have your summer leagues, you have your tournaments, non-stop right the way through, and then I think a lot of teams will keep teams together because they don't want to lose players. That's what happens, and they don't want, if they didn't go into a tournament, someone else will bother them and say, can we go into this tournament? Now if you look at our tournament, the difference is sanctioned. We were sanctioned by the FA. The tournament, it means that it's covered, so if one of your children had an injury or something like that, or there was an incident, we are totally covered by the legality of things within the grassroots side. I don't know whether many people understand that you need to go to your county FA when it comes to sanctioned tournaments, because even the referees aren't covered if they go in to officiate the games. Now it's, I suppose it's a good thing, otherwise they say the tournament hasn't been sanctioned and they can't support you, anything that happens in that tournament. So maybe look into it before you start a tournament. Yes, there's a lot of red tape when it comes to being sanctioned, we all know that. But we were sanctioned on our 3-day tournament, Saturday, Sunday and Monday on the bank holiday weekend, and it was fantastic. You know, the referees are all covered, they're all affiliated. That's what it means as well, you have affiliated referees. Some of the referees will not go into a tournament if it's not being sanctioned by the FA, so you'll find it harder sometimes to get a referee. Others, you might get referees who say, yeah, I used to be a referee, but I'll do it on the day, get a few bob in my pocket. Nothing wrong with that, I suppose. But look into it, that's all it is. Not telling you how to suck eggs, but at the end of the day, I'm only suggesting if you want the cover, then I think, because even parents, they don't understand if the children get an injury, the insurance wouldn't pay out if you're insured, and that's if you're affiliated with your local county FA anyway. So just to let you know and just to update you that you wouldn't be covered if a tournament went ahead and it was not sanctioned, or the FA weren't aware of it, what was going on. So just an insight into tournament running. Yeah, it's tough when you run a tournament as well, because the teams, you have some messing around with many teams, and ahhing whether they're going in, and yeah, pull us in, and then you can't get hold of them for weeks on end when it comes to the crunch. No, we found another one, sorry. Well, there you go. But I have a red flag with many of the teams, and as I say, for if we do a tournament next year, the red flag is there, and unfortunately, many of the teams who messed us around wouldn't be welcome into that tournament whatsoever. People think, oh yeah, chasing me, you need us. No, we don't. Ours will be absolutely heaving if it does next year, I tell you. Anyway, yesterday was brilliant. Kids enjoyed themselves, the parents enjoyed themselves. You could see it was actually summer gear out, with people coming back from holidays and going straight to sunshine. But we've had 2 months of horrific weather. The kids haven't enjoyed it, and maybe a lot of people will go out this weekend as well, making the most of the weather, because the kids are back in school next week. I know the kids aren't looking forward to that, many of them aren't anyway. Hopefully the majority are. But they've had, well, yeah, 6 weeks off, so if they're stuck indoors, they're only going to be on the PlayStations, the Xboxes, whichever it may be. They're only going to be sitting there playing games. And is it a good thing? I'm not too sure. But with the summer leagues, with the tournaments, with things that were going on, great, we got the kids out and about, something they wanted to do, something they wanted to enjoy, because that's what they want to do. They want to play, they want to be part of, well, happy days, and putting these tournaments on and fixtures on keeps them busy, I suppose. So throughout the summer, at least there's something on. Imagine if there was no tournaments or summer leagues. Wow, what would it be like for the kids who didn't go away on holiday? What would they be doing? Days out and playing like we used to do. And the fields, if you find an open space, kick a ball around, get all the mates together and play football. And that definitely is a free game, I assure you, when the kids get together and organise it themselves. Anyway, I didn't get out and about today because obviously I was a bit busy today, so obviously you can only rely on your feedback, and plenty of feedback's coming into me stating that they've enjoyed themselves, the kids loved it, weather was hot. Hope you have plenty of water, by the way, wherever you were. And obviously you're looking at, because people are not expecting this weather, and the sun cream, get that out as well. And we know today's a big day for Liverpool. They're playing Aston Villa today. With this being a recorded show, maybe we've won with a bit of luck. It's going to be close because Villa are performing very, very well. And I think the start of the Premier League, I think there's a lot of teams there who are having a right go this year. They're all, you can see, some great games like Brighton yesterday, unbelievable, against Newcastle. Really enjoyed that. They've got a great squad of players there. And they mean business. And they're not going to be pushovers no matter who they come against. Man City, I thought that Fulham goal, my honest opinion, was definitely offside. So the Man City goal to take the 2-1 lead, and that knocked all the heads of the Fulham players, that actually. And the score did remain 5-1. Would it have been a bit different if the goal had been disallowed? Would the performance of the players, because they're chasing the game then, when they go behind, would they have held on? Would they have done a different way, regime, practice, whatever it may be? Anyway, let's just hope we get these right, because those decisions, it was a bit poor, that definitely, because he made a move towards the ball, and as the panel and the pundits say, he was impeded, to be honest, because there was a waiting. If he'd have touched it, the goalie didn't know which way he was going to go, didn't touch it, and when it come through his legs, then the goalie made a move and tried to save it. But if he wasn't there, would he have saved it? Anyway, let's see what happens on that one, whether Fulham get an apology. Probably, but it's too late. 5-1, you could say, yeah, but there's a lot of goals gone in, but that would affect it in a big way. Yeah, and Everton get their first points, 2-2 draw. Sheffield United, I'm sure, plenty will be happy with that one. The Everton fans, they were singing and chanting, and it's like they're on the return now, because you can have a bad start, like most teams do. Fingers crossed we don't, we just carry on now, because I can see performances of different players. I can see they seem to be up for it this season rather than last season. They were holding back, but they all seem to be alert, they all seem to want the ball and want to have a go at goals. So I hope today it's exactly the same against Aston Villa, but again, they will not be any pushovers, and if you can see the goal, it's hard to fight back as well. And Virgil van Dijk is out, so let's see who we put in defence there. Joe Gomez seems to be playing okay, and I know we've got 1 or 2 injuries, which we all get, don't we, regardless. Now, as we said yesterday, 150 million for Salah. Has that rocked the boat a little bit? Will Salah feel he should have been let go? And I honestly believe that he's got more time, and the January window, I think we'll see Mo taking a bow and leaving us, and maybe get to 100 million, 175 million. I think that's what we'll get for him, and I think he'll be on his way, because he wanted some time for his family. He could see it, to make sure that he couldn't just go and up your bag, pack your bags and go, and the family were wondering where they were going to go and things like that. But he's got more time, and he'll prepare now, you can see it, and he'll give all that he can do for January, and then off he goes. So gives Jurgen Klopp plenty of time to find some strikers. Maybe we're looking at the young fella from Brighton, you never know, we'll have the money, off he comes to us. Anyway, whatever you are, whatever you're doing, let's just hope today was a lot of REFspect on and off the field of play. Let's hope that all the kids enjoyed themselves and it wasn't too hot for them, because when you're running around like headless chickens, it does, doesn't it? They're burning. Let's just hope there was plenty of water for them, and the games went according to plan. No animosity on and off the field of play, especially from the touchlines. I think the message is coming across loud and clear that we need our referees within the game. We can't have go at them all the time. We can't question them. They make a decision, we've got to get on with it. We can't do anything about it whatsoever. It won't change. So wherever you are, let's just hope that the games will go ahead. And obviously, unfortunately, work takes preference over me, and I'll be in work again next weekend. DMA, we need to, I need to get a grip and try and get out to the Sunday League. So 2 weeks on a run, missing games, it's hard. We want to try and keep on top of things and talk to the managers, talk to the players, even the committees and even the staff who are working very, very hard to bring you what you need. Waters, teas, coffees, whatever it may be. Anyway, whatever you are, whatever you've been doing, let's just hope loads of REFspect on and off the field of play was carried out. And I love your feedback, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. And I'd love to hear what your teams have been up to, what the cost of your kit, the balls, anything to do with football, what it cost you at the moment before you kick a ball. And obviously this weekend saw the return of grassroots football. And there'll be leagues next week as well, kicking off. So just a message to everyone out there is make sure that you keep your referee, because there's a lot of kids coming in, a lot past their test. Some up and coming referees, will he stay with us? Will he be chased away? We don't want them chased away. There's loads of experienced referees out there as well. So hats off to them. Nothing phases them, they just get on with it. They've been in for many, many years, but they still don't need or deserve any verbal abuse or aggressive behaviour shown to them when they're out there. Referees are impartial regardless, so if you keep screaming at a referee, just imagine, put yourself in that position. They keep screaming at you. Oh, would you get things wrong? Guaranteed, 100% you get things wrong. So please stop all the shouting towards the referee. Forget the referee is there. Go on with the game, applaud the kids, loads of encouragement, loads of passion, because we don't want to take passion out of a grassroots game. That's what it's all about. Kids love the encouragement anyway. You start encouraging those kids, clapping them, they improve tenfold. It makes a difference. But you start shouting and screaming at a referee, then it rubs off, and the performance of the kids don't merit the way they play. It doesn't, because it can be off-putting, and it proves it. I had my team the other day, and I'm sure the parents will admit, parents were shouting at them, the kids were stopping, looking over and saying, what, while the game's going on. That is confusing. It really is. So I've had a little chat to the parents. If they can hold back, let the kids play, they'll see a different performance from those kids because they're concentrating. But they can't concentrate if they're getting shouted to by the parents, telling them what to do, over shouting the coaches, and then you just give up then, and it becomes a shambles because the kids haven't got a clue what they're doing. So the appeal is to all the parents, mums, dads, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, just give loads of encouragement. Start clapping the kids regardless whether mistakes are made or not. You don't put them down. They don't want to be challenged for that. What you all say, if we can, near post, dive to a keeper, and never mind if it didn't go in, there's always next time. Don't worry about it, just enjoy the game, and you'll learn and you'll develop, because they're only little ones and they do develop. As they get older, you see a difference in the attitudes towards referees from older kids. Parents, not as many turn up because they believe that they've watched them from those younger days, and if scouts aren't going to take them now, they're not going to take them later on, and they give up, they don't bother coming. And you can see that, and that's why parents dwindle away as the kids get older. Have a look on the sidelines. The only time they turn up is probably if they're in a cup final, and willing them on and shouting them on. But that's grassroots football. Wherever you are, you've got to go out there and enjoy the game, keep a smile on your face, and keep the smiles on the kids' faces as well. And encourage the referees as well. There's nothing wrong after a game to go up when you see the ref and say, thanks very much, ref, great game. Shake their hands, give them a high five, whatever it may be, or she, and just commend them for their performance as well. They like to get on with things, and if you get things wrong, you know, we all do. We're all prone to mistakes, aren't we? So, yeah, always remember that before you have a go at the referee. Just have a quick look we've got 15 minutes, 5 minutes left. We'll have a 15-minute show. We always do around about 20 minutes because it can go on, unless we have a guest, that'll go over then. But we've been talking about the cost of grassroots football, what it means to you, what it means to your parents, how's it going to be with you during the months over the winter league season, you know, getting funds in because you want to look at tournaments coming, Easter tournaments, you want things to happen, you want money in the club, you need money in the club to keep the kids going anyway because you've got to pay a referee at the weekends, your games, and you know, you've got to top up on balls, maybe kits, you've got a brand new kit, you're probably going through 2 kits a season because they're not made very, very well now if you'd ask me, and they'd rip very, very quickly indeed. So the club is forever ordering tops and trying to keep the price down, and if they can, try and keep them free for the parents if you get a sponsor, but you can't keep going back to that sponsor and saying there's a kit ripped here, you need money, you need funds to replace that as well. So always take that into account also. But I'd love your feedback, I'd love to know what's going on and how you're going to get through this season. Have you got kids already? I was talking to coaches yesterday and they were telling me there is 1 or 2 kids in their team. The parents are struggling a little bit, and I think it goes for every team. We really do need to look into things and the cost of playing football because the big businesses are making more and more money. They're putting their fees up, as I say. I think the hubs are going up to £206 per hour, £54 a quarter pitch for the kids. Where do you get all this money? Really, where do you get all this money? And these hubs were built, well, I was under the impression that for the kids in grassroots football. It's not, they've been built for the people who own them, the people who are taking over them, and they're putting their price up. They make a fortune on the cafes, they make a fortune because they have got the lead weight in everything. Whatever they do, whatever they bring to it's all about their money. Whatever they put on, it's about them making money. They're getting rich yet, they're not putting anything back into grassroots football. If they were, the prices would be cheaper, but they're making excuses that it's costing them a fortune as well. I don't think so. You'll see less teams using these hubs because of the costs, the prices going up. That's my honest opinion, but we need to bring the prices down. And I'd love your feedback on that one as well, please. All you clubs, how much are you paying? Do you think it's going to be a struggle this season for kids, for parents, for money coming into the club? Unless you've got sponsors, I believe you'll see more teams this year folding, and we'll talk about it towards the end of the year. Why is it? Well, we know why it is. Cost of living's going up, everything is going up, kids can't afford it, parents can't afford it, but those kids will not tell you. They'll just say, they're fed up with football now. They don't want to tell you that their mums and dads haven't got the money coming in to their family income and they can't afford to pay their weekly, monthly subscriptions. What do we do about it? Your thoughts, Mal at don'ttexttheline.com. Get them into me, we'll have a chat, and we'll be bringing 1 or 2 guests in, mainly managers, to talk about it, to get things going. Excuse me, didn't bring me water. So it's one of those things where you're dry and the weather's not helping either. We'll have a nice drink of water after the show and get that organised. Well, there you go. Hopefully we'll have young commentators coming back on Friday. I'll keep you informed on that one. Yes, they've had a lovely summer break and we'll be updated by, no doubt, the kids and what they've been up to, and we know they've been on holiday and enjoying themselves. But like us all, it just flies over. Christmas is coming now. Shops are starting to stock up with Christmas gear. Would you believe it? You've got no wonder, but everyone is under pressure. Life is just about paying out at the moment, and I think we need something different. If we can help, please get in touch with us. Let us know your thoughts. If you want to come in on the show, talk about it, let's talk about it. What can we do to improve it? Well, watch this space. We'll be banging the drum over the next few weeks, if not months, talking about the cost of grassroots football. We want to bring it down. You can help us bring it down. Want to get involved? Get in touch with me again. Mal at don'ttexttheline.com. There you go. Hope you've had a fantastic weekend. Hope the kids enjoyed the football. Hope you've enjoyed the football. We'll see you on Friday evening. From myself, Mal Lane, all the team here at the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line, REFspect programme, No Ref, No Game and our Heart of Gold initiatives. Have a great evening. Good night, God bless.